Hello, hello. Hi, everybody. Hello, Facebook. Hello, Facebook. How you good people doing out there today? Hi, IG. Hello, how you guys doing? This is a very beautiful day here in Los Angeles today. Sun's shining really nicely, and it's giving us a lot of energy. A lot of energy. When it's bright like this, it gives us a whole lot of energy. So come on guys, you guys jump in here today. I on here briefly just to give us a quick update on some stuff that's going on that's going to be obviously of interest to all of us. Hi Tamika, how are you? So you guys jump in here real quick, get a quick update on what's going on right now. This is going to be real brief today. Hi Inez, thanks for popping in, girl. Appreciate all your support. Hi Dale. How are you? Yes. Thank you, Inez. Thank you. So guys, get a few more people up in here. So you guys click like and share this video. Just a quick update on here today. I'm going to be real brief. And just a few pointers, some tips, of course, that I wanted to leave you guys with today. So I'm going to hit on that. Hello. Hey, how are you? So guys, this is Elaine Proby. I'm Elaine Proby from PROBY'S Tax and Accounting here in Los Angeles, California. Need my update. All right. All right. So I'm sure updates are very good, right? Keeps us posted. So it gives us a little bit of insight and gives us some energy to move forward. But hello, Eleanor. Hi. How are you? Okay, good to see you on. Okay, guys. So Elaine Proby here from PROBY'S Tax and Accounting. And I'm the CEO and we own and operate a financial service business, tax and accounting, business consultation here in Los Angeles for over 35 years, guys. We're here in the same location for 25 of those years, and I have clients who have been with me for all 35 of those years. So give it up to those guys. Anyway, so I'm here today real fast to give you guys a quick update on some things that's going on. First thing I want to start off with today is, this gives us some energy, some insight, some positive vibes, as you call it, right? So we're going to talk about, where we are where the country is, and mostly where the state of California is, with reopening, which kind of get us back on our feet a little bit. And then, so we'll talk about that a little bit. And then I want to talk about the HEROES Act, which has stuff in there about the stimulus and other things that I think is going to be very important to us, which we don't really talk that much about because all we're concerned about is the check. But there's other stuff in the Stimulus Act, the HEROES Act, that's on the senator's desk that is going to be super important to us, and hopefully that will all pass pretty soon. And then, of course, I just want to touch a little bit on the businesses on their PPP loans, right? So it's going to be, fairly brief. And, of course, more information, you guys will feel free to give me a call, and then we can take care of those. All right, so today I want to start off with the reopening. This is it's kind of a happy medium because of so much stuff that's going on. And it's so easy for it to, put a damper under a spirit. And then, of course, with having us staying in and doing all the stuff not being able to do all the stuff that we're used to doing. So, it really take a toll. So by us reopening some of the businesses in California, this is going to be very, very, very important to lift up our spirits and lift up, our attitude and, our positivity towards the things that we personally have to do and get done, right? So right now California is in going into stage 3. There's 4 stages the governor had where we're going to be reopening in 4 different stages. And so right now we're in stage 2, where some restaurants are opening up, and they're getting ready to open the hair salons, the barber shops, things that we're essential, and nail shops that we all some of us do use a lot. And so so that's happening. And then we're moving into the first part of the stage 3, and that should be around June 12th. There should be moving to first part of stage 3, and you know they're going to be opening up schools, day camps, gyms, movie theaters, and stuff like that. And as these places are opening up, once again, like I said, it does a lot to our well-being, because now it brings us into a sense of being. And a lot of us need that. A lot of us need that to move forward in the things that we need to do on a daily basis, especially in business and so forth. Okay, so it's good to see this happening. It brings a lot of light, and then most importantly, by these businesses reopening, it brings revenue. Because now they are rehiring people back to work. So people are going to get paid now, more, of course, than they would be getting, say, on the unemployment. So opening up the businesses allow more people to go back to work. It allows more revenue to come into the household. It allows us to circulate more money around, you know, and, you know, it gives us a sense of being. It uplifts everybody, and I think it kind of gets us back to a sense of normalcy, which helps all the way around, right? So we're looking forward to the reopening of these businesses, especially our entertainment business or restaurants or movie theaters, and they have already opened up some parks and things like that that you can go work out and, you know, have a good time. But just as a word, a note to, hey, hi Darla, Eleanor, hello. A word to the businesses that are opening up, okay? There are a lot of criteria that you have to follow. So opening up the business is not business as usual for the most part, right? So make sure that you check your county, make sure you check the city. There's a lot of, hi Brianna, there's a lot of city ordinance that you got to follow. You got to follow the distancing rule. There's a lot, as a matter of fact, for restaurants especially, you know, because we have one of those. There is a list, there's a list of criteria that you got to follow, right? So make sure all the businesses, make sure we follow all the safety rules. They have everything listed out. Make sure we have the check mark, everything to do with the safety rules, the distancing rules, whatever it is that they ask us to do. Because I checked this morning on Governor Newsom's website, and, you know, someone asked, well, can we go back? You know, we are in stage 2, going ready to go to stage 3, and someone asked, well, can we go back to a different stage? Yes. So if we're not following those rules, if we're not following the distancing rule, if we're not being careful, we're not following all the safety stuff, guidelines, they can go back and say, look, shut it down, you know, and we go back to stage 2, you know. So with the help of you guys, with the help of us, with the help of the public, we can assist the businesses to stay in compliance, to follow those rules. If you go somewhere and they say this is where you be, this is where you stand, this is all of this for health reasons, let's follow those rules. Let's continue to follow the rules so that we can have a safe opening, people can get back to work, make some money, and we can have a sense of normalcy, right? Okay? And that will help all of our morale, all of our spirit. We can help each other, and then we can go and, you know, kind of get back to where we were before eventually. So anyway, so all the businesses that are reopening, you know, back to like the schools, the day camps, the gyms, movie theaters, restaurant, follow all of the rules, follow the criteria, and you, the public, us, we need to make sure that we help them do that, all right? Okay, so that's it, and you know, that's a little exciting because it helps all of us to get back to where now we feel like things are moving, and so now our plans, we can move forward with some of the plans that we have, you know, financially, business-wise, you know, and everything else. So that's awesome. We're gonna stay on top of that and see how well we do with that. Yeah, the better we do, the longer we can stay open and not go back to another phase. All right, guys. So I move on to the next thing I wanted to address today real fast. And hey, put it done. Brianna, how you doing, girl? All right. So let's see who's over here on IG. How are you? This is great. So yeah, so what I want to talk about next is the fact that we are looking forward to this stimulus check, right? This check that is supposed to be coming to us again, and the bill is on the table, and you know, the Senate Republican, they're not really sure what's going on with the bill, because they're not too excited about just giving you money again. They're more concerned about having the long-term effect. So just giving another check is not really the ideal situation. So, but I wanted to point out a few things that's in this bill that is that we never even pay attention to, and this is super important, right? So remember, there is the rent moratorium where, you know, some people, hold on one second, I think I need to plug this in, where some people didn't have to pay rent for, you know, several months, and then you could not be evicted, right? So in the HEROES Act, which is where the second stimulus check is included, right? And I know, hi Maria, hi Charles, we're so excited about getting this $1,200, but we're losing sight of some important things that's in this act as well. And I want to point those out to you guys. What's in this act is there's rent, there's monies in there for rent, right? There's monies in there that will help us. So, you know, if you don't pay the rent for 3 months, we're like, oh my God, they're gonna want 3 months worth of rent, and how are we gonna take care of this, right? So what they're doing is, there's monies in this act, right? It's called, let's see, it is called rent relief, right? Rental aid, that's what it's called. There's rental aid in the HEROES Act, and there is monies in there. Let's see how much money they got in there for us. There is $100 billion for rental assistance. So that's in the HEROES Act. So we need to really be hopeful that this gets passed. There's $100 billion in there for rental assistance. So once you're able to prove that you wasn't able to pay your rent, then there's no, hi Vanessa, hi Maria. Thanks for jumping in, you guys. Thanks for jumping in. So once you're able to prove that you wasn't able to pay your rent, right? There's $100 billion in this act that will pay the rent for you. So now you don't have to worry about the back rent, or, you know, going back and trying to figure out how I'm going to pay this rent, even though they can't evict me for 12 months. They can't ask me to pay this rent for another 90 days or 6 months or whatever it is. But if we get this money and this bill get passed, you don't have to worry about going back and paying the back rent, right? So that is in the HEROES Act, and I want to make sure that, you know, we are seriously focusing on that, as opposed to just making sure that we get that check, right? So then in addition to that, of course, you're saying, well, how is the landlord is going to make sure that we don't have to pay them the rent? The $100 billion is going to pay them the rent. And hi Carla. And the $100 billion is also scheduled to give them mortgage relief. So if I own a property, so I'll get relief on my end, therefore you don't have to pay me your rent, and you don't have to come and pay all these back rent anymore, because there's $100 billion in the HEROES Act that's going to assist with this. So I know we don't talk about this much, because all we focus on is the $1,200 check, you know, which is a one-time check, but there's more than the one-time check. Hi, thank you for the info. You're welcome, Carla. Thanks for tuning in. You're very welcome. Okay, so guys, as a recap, once again, the HEROES Act, which is the next bill that the House of Representatives passed, that's on the senator's desk, is inclusive of rental aid. Because, you know, I know we're not paying the rent, and we're like, well, what's going on, and how am I going to catch up on my rent? So just be still. If you can prove that you don't have to pay rent, I mean, you can't afford to pay it, COVID kept you from paying it, with this $100 billion, you'll be fine. They'll take care of that for you, the mortgage assistance for the owners of the property, and I think that, you know, that will make it much easier for everybody involved, right? Okay, guys, so that is what I want to say on that. The $1,200 check is, you know, like I said, they're still sitting on the bill. I just want to point out something else that's in that HEROES Act as well. And they're thinking maybe more like, yeah, thank you, Tamika. They're thinking more like somewhere in July. If any of this happens, it's going to be somewhere in July by the time they really get to it. Maybe, I think they mentioned somewhere after July 4th, they'll probably get to this bill. And like I said, they're really trying to make sure that not only do you get a one-time check, they want to make sure that the whole economy is stimulated, and there's some long-term stuff in it for everybody, okay? So keep in mind, there's assistance coming with the rental aid, which is great in the bill, and I know I need them to hurry up and pass that, because we want to make sure that nobody is really worried about paying this back rent. And then there's going to be help for the mortgage relief for the people who own the property. So that's great, okay? So any questions, you guys, regarding any of this stuff? Of course, if you're confused about it and you need any more clarity on any of this, feel free to give us a call. I'm Elaine Proby, CEO of PROBY'S Tax and Accounting, Financial Services, Tax, accounting, whatever you guys need. And we're here to assist you with that. We're here to help you out. You guys can give us a call at 323-290-9034. We're still working virtually. I know in phase 2, some office personnel can go back to work as well. But we have stayed working virtually, and they were able to, we're able to answer the phones, and you guys are able to get in touch with us. You can get all your questions answered. Well, if you do have something, asking what happened to his check. Okay, so, let's see, Carla said something. How about, what's that? Carla, put your question up again. I don't see it. But Wilfred, what happened to your check? You haven't gotten a check? No, there are some people who said they haven't gotten the first check yet, right? And so, hi Maria. There's some people who haven't gotten the first check yet, and the checks are still coming. They haven't stopped sending out these checks. For whatever reason, they're still sending out these checks. If you haven't gotten a check and you are eligible to get a check, of course your income is not above the 75,000 or the 110,000. If you are eligible for a check, it's still coming. There's no reason. I've had a few people call me and want to know what happened. There's no reason for you not to get one, if you're eligible to get one. So it's still coming. Checks are still going out. They have sent out, I want to say maybe about 80% of the checks are sent out, and they're still sending checks out. Okay. So, it's not over yet. If you didn't have to file a tax return, let's just cover that real fast. If you didn't have to file a tax return, make sure that you had gone on the website, the IRS.gov website, and make sure that you had put in there that you didn't have a filing requirement and did the non-filer thing. If you're on Social Security or any other governmental assistance aid, you guys should automatically get that. So if it hasn't come yet, it should, you should automatically get it. And once again, they're not over it. It's not done. They still send a check out. And let's see, any info on hazard pay? Yeah. Carla, hazard pay, that's a part of the HEROES Act. That's a part of this bill. They have money in there for hazard pay. And so, like I said, this bill is really, it's really great. It has a lot of good stuff in it. And the thing about it is, this is the reason why we really want it to pass. And we want it to pass fairly soon. Because the hazardous pay is in there, so they have additional monies to give to people who are on the front line for hazardous pay. So you get that. Also in this bill, real fast, because I did this on the last show, in this bill, the HEROES Act bill, the one that's on the table, beside the hazardous pay in there, there is, they make some adjustment to the unemployment amount. But they will extend the unemployment. The government was subsidizing $600 a week, and that was going to end July 31st. So in this bill, they're extending that to January of 2021. They may reduce the $600 to, they say, anywhere between $250 to $300 a week. They may reduce it, but they will extend it to January 2021 as opposed to $600 ending on July 31st. So that's in this bill as well. So thanks for that question, Carla. Hazardous pay is in this bill. The extension of the unemployment, even though it's a reduced amount, but hey, if it's reduced and you're getting it through January of 2021, that's still a good idea. And last week, I'm going to just repeat this real quick because this is a good one. Last week, I had mentioned that they have in there they're giving you an incentive to go back to work. So they're trying to make sure that people doesn't really just stay at home and don't go back to work. So in the bill as well, there is a back to work incentive. So they'll pay you, and I think I titled that on my thing, get paid to go to work. In addition to your regular pay, right? They have maybe $450 or so, and this is the reason they're reducing unemployment. They're putting that money in to go back to work. So this is the reason why they want you to go back to work. They want the economy to be stimulated, right? So you will get your pay. You will get this back to work incentive, which is an additional, I believe, $450 in addition to your pay. And so they're trying to get more people back to work and not saying, I make more money on unemployment, so I'm going to stay home. Okay, it doesn't help the economy that way. Okay, so that's all in the bill. Carla, that was a very good question. All right, you don't qualify for unemployment. Okay, you don't qualify for unemployment. Most people are qualified for unemployment. Remember this in the CARES Act. There's the pandemic unemployment, which was servicing people who were self-employed as well. So the majority of people was qualified for unemployment if in fact COVID is the reason that you were unable to work. If you're self-employed and COVID is the reason you were not able to service your clients, customers, you were qualified for that. But just make sure, again, and I had discussed this before, make sure that you guys fill out the information correctly, right? If you don't put the right information in there, you don't give them monies that you make. If you don't, they don't know that you are self-employed. They don't know that you work. They don't know what you make. Make sure you fill that out properly. Can I see you soon? Yes. I will, pretty. Yes, you can see me soon, you guys. Elaine Proby here, PROBY'S Tax and Accounting. Okay, we own and operate a financial, tax, and accounting business here in Los Angeles for over 35 years. We're in the same location right here on Crenshaw Boulevard for 25 of those years. So our office is open. We've been virtual the whole time, and you can get us on the phone 5 days a week. Call us at 323-290-9034. And again, you guys, you can go to our website at probystocks.com. And if you need any assistance, believe me, I'm here to help you guys with whatever it is that you need, whether it has to do with your unemployment, whether it has to do with your small business, whether it has to do with opening your business, or even understanding what's going on with the HEROES Act. I can assist you guys with that. You guys just give us a call at the office, okay? Hey, thanks, I will try. Okay. All right, so anyway, so I'm going to do I want to discuss one last thing before I go today, and I'll be back on Thursday. This is going to be really great, you guys. On Thursday, a lot of people who have small businesses want to know how they can pay themselves from their business. And so on Thursday afternoon, question and answer, get all your questions so we can have them all answered, you guys. On Thursday, it's going to be how do you pay yourself from your business, okay? Whether it's a self-employed business or whether it's corporation, nonprofit. That's the one most people's confused about. They don't know they can get paid from a nonprofit. So we'll talk about that on Thursday, guys. So you tune in here at PROBY'S Tax and Accounting Facebook Live and IG Live, and we'll get your questions answered. We'll talk about how you get paid from your business. All right, so any other questions out there today, you guys? Let's see who's over here. Hi, Dre. All right, Twin. Hi, Twin. Thanks for tuning in, you guys. Okay, all right. You have a question, Dre? All right. Okay. So anyway, guys, so this is one last thing before I leave today. One last thing. I just want to say real brief to the people who are who have gotten the PPP loan, the businesses who have gotten the PPP loan. Now, some of you guys may not have owned your own business, and or if you did, you probably didn't apply for the PPP loans, hi there, you're very welcome. You may not apply for it, which is the Payroll Protection Program, which is monies given to the business so they could pay their employees, whether they were at work or not. And then there's just, some good news on that I wanted to share with you guys today. And this all got signed in the last, 24 hours. So, hey, Dale. All right. Okay, so anyway, so this before I leave, I just want to tell you guys real quick about the PPP loan. The good news on that. If you are one of those business who has gotten a PPP loan, and by the way, guys, let me tell you, there's still money out there, right? There's still money out there. So make sure that if you hadn't applied for one of those loans, the payroll protection loan, and you had employees or you were self-employed, and if you're self-employed though, make sure that you have done your taxes. You need to have your Schedule C, which is your income and expense for your business, filed for 2019, right? For if you're self-employed, you can get the payroll protection loan based on your profit, which is your payroll. Okay, so make sure that you have your 2019 file. Make sure your Schedule C is there. Again, if you need any help with any tax filing, of course, you can give us a call here at PROBY'S Tax and Accounting. We can help you with that. Make sure you're in compliance. But you're eligible for the payroll protection loan, and there's still monies out there to get, right? So before I go, I just want to end on this note. The payroll protection program, initially when they gave the employers those money, and a lot of people got them, all my clients have gotten the payroll protection loan. All the ones that I've applied for have gotten the payroll protection money. So the good news is this, right? They have extended the time that you have to apply for the for you to put in the information in there to convert this thing into a grant, right? So, but you have to apply to convert it into a grant. You have to provide them with documentation. You have to provide them with payroll documentation. And so, so now that has extended. First, it was 8 weeks. They gave you 8 weeks to get this document back to them. Do the payroll, hire everybody back, and give them the payroll report for them to convert this into a grant. So, which for some business that wasn't fair. Think on this one, right? If you had a restaurant, we have a restaurant. If you have a restaurant and you are not able to open your doors, so you can get all your service, you can get half the people back in there. But your payroll protection loan was based on your prior payroll when you had everybody working. There was absolutely no way you would be able to get all of your employees back in that establishment when your doors were, you were doing curbside pickup. So, you were down to 20% staff. And so there was no way you would be able to show that you have paid out that money in payroll in 8 weeks. So a lot of businesses that this related to were having a problem with it. So what they have done, and they have signed this is great. So they have extended that, right? So it's like 26 weeks out. You don't have to worry about proving that you use that money for payroll. So that is really great. So, I mean, I know, let's see, we are all excited about that. 8 weeks into 24 weeks. That is really great. It takes a lot of stress and a lot of burden off the businesses to provide this documentation, because if you didn't, that money remains a loan and you would have to pay it back. So now you can get it forgiven. Hi, Elena. Hi, thanks for tuning in. So now you can go ahead and you have 24 weeks before you have to provide them with that documentation. Okay, so that's good news. And the other part of that good news is that before 75% had to be for payroll and 25%, for utilities and rent. Okay, so they have actually dropped that to 60%. 60% payroll, 40% other expenses, which made it a lot more fair and make it more equitable and easier for the businesses that have gotten the payroll protection loan to be able to get it all forgiven. The thing about it is, with this pandemic and everything is going on, business, your revenue have dropped. This money came in to help you survive the storm. You do not want to wind up having this burden of paying this money back. So if you can get it all forgiven, this is what we want to do. So all you business people out there, all my clients, everybody, we are going to make sure that we have gotten all of our PPP loans. We want to make sure that it's all forgiven, okay? If you guys need any help with that, call us here at PROBY'S Tax and Accountant in Los Angeles. Give us a call at 323-290-9034. Hi, Dre, is that good? All right. Give us a call here at 323-290-9034 or visit our website, probiztax.com, you guys. And here, once again, if you need to get your taxes in order, you have any tax problems, you have back taxes, you need to file anything so that you can make sure that you're in good standing, so you can take advantage of all these grants, loans, and everything that's out there to help your business survive. You guys, we can take care of that for you, okay? All right, so that's it for me today. Again, tune in on Thursday at 1 o'clock, how to pay yourself from your business. So if you're self-employed, no matter what structure your business in, especially the people who have nonprofits, a lot of people don't think they can pay themselves from a nonprofit. We'll talk about how you can pay yourself from your business, okay? And so you guys get your questions together, share this video, get some people on, and so that, I just want to bring clarity to everybody, because we're all in this together, right? If we all need to survive the storm, we help each other, everybody help each other. You support, we all support each other's business, and that way we can grow and get through it together. Okay. Hi, Carla. Thanks for taking the time to share info with us. You're very, very, very welcome. I want to thank all you guys for watching, all you guys for tuning in. Okay. Share the video. Come back here Thursday afternoon, and let's discuss some more on how you pay yourself, right? And any other question that you have business-wise, we're here to give you some business consultation. Okay. And you can get free consultation if you call my office at 323-290-9034. There's 15 minutes free if you're confused about any of this stuff. And whatever problem you got out there, if you want to start a business, you're already in business, any strategic planning that you might need, we can assist you with that, okay? So whatever your problem is, I'd like to know what they are. Share them with us, and, we'll get you some answers, all right? Once again, Elaine Proby, CEO, PROBY'S Tax and Accounting, here in Los Angeles, in business for over 35 years. Okay, so I'm going to see you guys on Thursday. This is it for me today. Have a wonderful day. You guys stay safe. I know there's a lot going on. Just let's continue to support each other. Let's continue to uplift each other. And most of all, let's follow instructions, and so that we can all, get through this together. Okay. All right. You have a wonderful day, you guys. Talk to y'all later. Bye-bye.